Welcome back to Crusader Kings 3. Today we're going to be carrying on our Kingdom of Islands series, and we need to go ahead and offload some of our newly acquired lands because we are currently over our domain limit. So what I might do here, let's see, I think Bridget here, she already owns quite a lot of land, so we might even try and find a new title. Are these feudal lands? How do I check? This is a castle holding, so actually I do assume that these lands are feudal. So I'm going to have to give them to someone who is also feudal. Will they automatically convert? I'm not sure. Ah, there we go. We can't close this menu. Right, let's go ahead and try and find someone to grant this to. If we open up the filters, let's see. Relation, gender, adult, maximum age, dynasty, ruler, religion, culture, hooks and claims. So I think they'll just become feudal. I'm not quite sure. I forget how this works. There's so many mechanics in Crusader Kings. Sometimes it's hard to keep track of them. But let's see. Let's go ahead and give these titles to someone in my dynasty. And then we go ahead and look here. We probably have quite a few options. In fact, plenty of people here are Orthodox. So we could keep it within the religion as well. What about this guy? He's already a vassal, I believe. Oh, he has claims on some lands. My nephew here. I have another nephew. My grandson and ward, he's 8. Probably not him. My son and champion, he is 16. He is a giant. I could give these lands to him. He is Norse, though. However, if we give him the earldom of Westmoreland and also the earldom of Lancashire, I think that would actually be okay. My second son here, we can choose what lands he gets. Let's go ahead and grant the titles to him. He might even be my third son, I forget. But there we go. So we've solved our problem here of having too many titles to our name, which is very beneficial. Now, what I also think, she has 16 intrigue. What about my son? I thought my son also was a man of intrigue. He only has 8 intrigue. Okay, we're not going to bother with that then. We could go on a pilgrimage. I don't think we're going to do that right now. And one thing I wanted to address in this video is our character is ambitious. So I think in this episode, we're probably going to go ahead and declare some war. In fact, let's go ahead and look at our decisions. Now, we could reclaim Britannia. However, that requires us to completely control the region of Britannia. I'm not sure if we can keep this decision if we found a kingdom or an empire. But one thing we could also do is found a new empire, although we currently meet none of these requirements. Hold 3 or more kingdoms, your realm size is 80 or more. We're not even close to being able to do that, unless we beat back Sweden and possibly Alba. Now, who would we target here? We could also target England, although she is Irish, so I don't feel like that makes sense. We could target Alba. We are ambitious, so we could do a war here. They don't have any allies. Now, he does dislike us. Let's see, if we declare the war, we could subjugate him, even. So you take King Constantine's primary title, and I make him my vassal. I can only have 1 subjugation war per lifetime, but that would bring Alba under our control. So we get the Kingdom of Alba, we gain some fame. He would become my vassal. That could be a war I'm very much interested in, and I think Sweden might also be interested in this war, because then it suddenly means they don't have to worry about their lands until, of course, we decide to take them, but we don't need to tell them of this. So what I think I might do is let's start off this episode with a subjugation war. His eyes are looking a bit wonky there. Let's go ahead and declare war. We're going to subjugate King Constantine V here. And I will go ahead and declare this war. There we go. Our ambition definitely showing here. We can also call on our house members. We can't call England. Surrey will accept. They have 200 soldiers. We will call the banners of Surrey. Kent want no part of this though. Okay, we could also call Sweden. Oh no, we're not allied with Sweden anymore. In fact, we really don't have many allies, do we? Could we maybe get an alliance with Wales? Doesn't look like it. Okay, we're going to have to fight this one alone. Luckily, we do have plenty of soldiers. Now, do I have a rally point up here? I do. Let's go ahead and gather the men. Let's gather them down here. We could gather in Lothian, actually. Let's go ahead and raise the men in Lothian. There we go. So let's go ahead and raise all of our armies. And we're going to fight the Kingdom of Alba and try and bring them under Irish control. Greetings, High Queen Scafak of Ireland. Of course, I should join you in this war. Our foes shall learn to fear the men of Surrey. Excellent. There we go. One ally does indeed join the war. We probably won't need them. And we're actually currently being raided. Is that the Swedish raiding us? It is. Or at least a vassal of Sweden is raiding us. That's not cool there. Right, let's go ahead and get some sieging underway, though. If we go ahead and move in all of our armies, we can begin this subjugation war to try and bring Alba under our control. And it looks like there is currently a fight going on with the armies of Alba as well, so that's going to benefit us. Their men should be weakened, and they will help us with the war to come. There we go. They did actually lose this war as well. I don't think they're in any other wars. Well, lost the battle, sorry. We're being raided again. That's a bit annoying. Let's see. Increased control. County corruption. Eldom of Suffolk loses. Bandits running rampant. There we go. We've managed to increase our control down in Suffolk. That's very nice to see. The sacking of Argyll. With the fall of the settlement of Kilmartin to High Chieftain Onukun, much of Greater Argyll has been left bare to rampaging Moravian looters. As there are few local fortresses of size left to oppose them, the raiders have carried off every precious item and scrap of silver they can find. Oh no! I curse these meddlesome savages. Will pay a word gold for the lost. I could spare 30 gold for my vassal here. She would gain opinion of me. However, you, sir, I'm going to pin you. I'm not going to forget you. King Helgi's Chancellor, we will be coming for your lands as well at some point in the future. Let's go ahead and pay High Chiefess Emma here. We will give her some gold so she can rebuild. However, we're not going to forget this crime that has been committed against us here. Okay, we have won the siege of... Oh dear, these names get worse. We've won 21 gold there. That's good. I think we should go ahead and stop the siege of Dunbar. You did actually tell me how to say this. I've forgotten it now. We could ransom this prisoner. He is actually a vassal of Alba. So what I'm going to do is, in fact, move him to the dungeon. Just because I don't want him just trading away any information to the enemy commanders, as with we often do this. I think it's a fitting roleplay. There we go. We're trying to chase this. We've won another siege there, so that's another 7 gold for the bank. And I think we're going to start sieging the capital. That should probably be... Oh, this is a little game of cat and mouse here. I wish we could just pick a way to chase them instead of having to click. And there we go. I think we just won the war. Valuable hostage captured. Your forces took King Constantine's kinsman hostage after capturing him. Oh no, the message is gone. And we've also captured 2 others. My brother Refill has died in his sleep. Died in his sleep. Was he murdered or just old age? Hard to know what's happened there, but my brother has died, sadly, which means I have gained some stress. That's not good. But let's go ahead and end the war. We can enforce our demands here, and we will actually bring Alba under our control. To my liege, your great appetites are renowned throughout the world. You are a much greater foe than I imagined. In order to put an end to this bloodshed, I will comply with demands. So be it. If we go ahead and disband the armies here, we can see Ireland is the green lands are very much spreading through Britannia. Now, a number of pop-ups here. We did fight in a battle, so let's go ahead and look what happened here. In fact, we just captured 3 prisoners, so that's very nice. We should also check these prisoners. So we do have this guy. He is now my vassal. So what I'm going to do here I will negotiate your release. However, I want you to convert to Orthodoxy. So let's go ahead and negotiate a release there. And then you guys, Catholic Franconian and Catholic Gaelic. Again, I will negotiate release, but I do demand conversion to Orthodoxy. There we go. We really need some more Orthodoxy friends in Ireland. Nominate a successor for the Kingdom of Alba. So it seems that the Kingdom of Alba have the Tanistry elective succession law. Vassals swearing of title, allegiance, opinion +5. Oh, there we go. The ruler and all vassals above the rank of baron and 1 or 2 ranks below the title can nominate a title heir for Tanist. From among the member of the ruler's dynasty, vassals would tend to favour older, distant relatives over closer family. So, I could not... Let's see, who's actually being voted for right now? Candidates, can I see? We have 5 voting strength. Of course, we have the strongest voting strength. Let's see, High Chiefess. I could go ahead and just rank my rank 9, rank 3. Who is winning the vote here? I'm not quite sure. Rank 3. I think we should go ahead. We could vote for my son here. We could vote for my player heir to inherit Alba. Or my son, the master of the horse. We could also vote for him. I think for now, let's go ahead and vote for my player heir, son and champion. I will cast my vote there. And he is currently rank 1. So he is next in line to inherit the Kingdom of Alba. And there we go. Interesting stuff going on there. Let's go ahead and see what pop-ups here. We can grant vassals to the rightful liege. Let's go ahead and do that. We want to keep things nice and organised here. And also, that means less vassals can rise up in rebellion against us. So that's always good as well. Active election in the Kingdom of Alba. We've already addressed this. We can create the Duchy of Strathclyde. Where is this? This is over here. It only costs 87 gold. We can afford this, so let's go ahead and do that. There we go. That's looking good here. And luckily, we don't hold too many duchy titles, so we can keep hold of that for just now. Oh dear, we have 10 new court artifacts. Are we using them? We're not. Oh, we just won all of these artifacts in the siege. Okay, we're not going to use anyone else's house banners. Unfortunately, we can't just destroy them. So we're using my house banners. Look at this, a magnificent tapestry. A large wall tapestry of masterful craftsmanship. The cloth depicts a hunting scene. Several hunters armed with bows and spears surround a wounded animal and are about to deliver the death blow as a powerful vassal council attacks. Contribution plus 4%. There we go. I was a bit confused. And court grandeur plus 2. Let's go ahead and hang this up in our court. We do have room for it. And we also have room. Oh, what's this? We can hang a animal hide. Let's see. This is a hide of the mighty boar of Linglith Gausha. Oh dear. Oh, we have foxes. This gives prestige. This also gives prestige and court grandeur. Let's go hang the mighty boar up here. That's good. We should probably actually repair this as well. You will pay 25 gold to repair it. Yes, let's go ahead and do that. There we go. And then up here, I think we can hang the other two. So we also get some more prestige there. And we can get even more prestige there. That's looking very good. Now, do we have any other court pieces? Fragment of the True Cross. This gives piety and clergy opinion. An elegant reliquary containing a holy relic, a wooden fragment of the True Cross on which Jesus was crucified. So we now have a holy nail and a fragment of the cross. And we also have Excalibur. Oh dear. There's more than one Excalibur, it seems. This gives prestige and renown. So does this. Slightly more. So what I might do here... Which item... Let's go ahead. The Spear of Island. Oh, the Spear of Island, though. Ah, but it's a poem. Okay, it's not the actual spear. Right, where's the Spear of Island? There we go. I'm going to replace this with Excalibur. So we have 2 Excaliburs on show now. And I think this is looking good. Can we put anything new here? Nothing new here. So that's all nice and dandy as well. Right. So now we've dealt with this, we need to go ahead and deal with our armies. We do have an army here who is currently... what I think I might do is raise all men-at-arms. Let's go ahead and group up these armies, and we need to chase down these raiders. To the adherent Skavak, I have no choice but to accept your conditions for my release. Farewell, Rafak. Thank you for seeing the great, the best decision here. To the cocky Skavak, oh dear. The insults are flying, and a faction targeting us has disbanded. Right, let's take these 2 armies. We need to go ahead and deal with these raiders before they raid more of our lands. To the friendless Skafak. Oh dear. The insults really are flying, aren't they? I don't think we're very well liked. Maybe that's for good reason. We'll have to see. Hopefully our men-at-arms arrive soon. We do need them in this battle. There we go. We did manage to gain victory there over the raiders. And if we go ahead and look at the events, we even managed to kill one of their leaders, wounded another. And sadly, my half-brother there was also wounded in this battle. We do manage to sway one of my vassals though, which is nice. We are being raided. We just dealt with this. There we go. Let's take the armies back down to Lothian, and we'll have to disband them at the earliest opportunity. However, we're being raided again. No, we're not. Okay, they're just leaving the area. There we go. And I think Sweden is actually coming over to help in a war here. Hopefully they're not coming to get revenge. But let's go ahead and unpause and let things unwrap for a second. There we go. To make my vassal High Chiefess Anleif more susceptible to my attempts at approaching her, I can include a compliment in my next missive to her court. I will be sure to mention her empathy and kind heart. Or keep it short and professional. Let's try and compliment her here. Maybe she will like us a bit more. Yeah, you look tired, my lady, my jester Cathbad says. I know the cure for that. It's called riddle poems. What do you say? Shall I start reading? Cathbad beckons me to sit down. It is an amusing text. I really need this break. So, I'd prefer if you read from the Irish court politics. Or, We gain reinvigorating reading for 10 years. We gain a health boost and plus stress loss. I'd prefer if you read from the Irish court politics. There we go. Let's remind our vassals what it means to be Irish and a vassal of the great kingdom of Ireland. Greetings, my liege. Our recent correspondence has been a source of joy for me. I cannot help but think that we might both benefit from increased communication. Excellent. There we go. That's very nice there. And we do now have a new martial perk available. Let's see. Spouse opinion plus 50. Let's go for... friendly fatal casualties minus 20% could be good. And plus 5 advantage is also nice. Let's actually get Never Back Down, because we're going to be involved in a lot of fighting soon, I feel like. There is currently a war going on here. Oh dear. Inbred and Slow. That is not who I... interesting stuff happening down here. Okay, sadly, King Helgi is still very much alive. So all of his... Oh, he's in a lot of wars. Which he is losing. Sadly, we can't really go to war with him just yet, though. Because I do fear that... Oh, everything's happening over here as well. I do fear that with all of his alliances, we would be brutally crushed. And I think England is safe for now, because at least they're under Irish control. However, we do have these lands we might want to reclaim. Let's go ahead and see what just popped up there. Powerful vassals expect council positions. Tedious stuff. The Welsh also don't like us. But they also have alliances as well. I think Sweden is probably the next logical target, because then... we would control all of the north here, as well as most of Ireland as well, at least geographically. But let's go ahead and just unpause for a moment, and we'll see if anything useful pops up, because we are currently waiting just for the remaining units to replenish. Anyway, Marshal impresses vassal. Mayor Faradak gains 30 opinion of you for 5 years, and we gain some prestige thanks to my marshal's excellent martial skill. Thank you very much. He does, of course, have 20 martial, which is excellent. Very nice there. So let's go ahead and unpause the game and see if we can get anything else happening here. What kind of decisions do we have available to us? First, though, inspired moderation. Following the death sentence of a lowly thief, I asked my grandson Maximus what he thought. He claimed he had learned a lesson about not reaching for more than one can cradle. So it looks like Maximus keeps the trait temperate. This is also virtuous to orthodox. According to Maximus, it's best to enjoy things in moderation. Overreaching can be terribly dangerous. Indeed it can. There we go. Looks like he's learning valuable lessons there. One of my vassals has been taken prisoner. The 4-year-old of Iceland. Interesting. Iceland is having some issues. And there we go. He's already been released from prison. Although, what's this? Mercenary company contract expiring in 6 months. Oh, yes. Right, we probably need to make use of this. Okay, where should we declare war next? The problem with Sweden, they have a lot of men, but they also have a lot of alliances. Like this alliance here. Oh, that's only 88. What about these guys? 15,000 men. The Kingdom of Hungary. They're all the way over here. I don't think we could end the war in time either. Oh dear. That's a very... And they are free to join the war as well. They also are allied with Bohemia. That's another 2,000 men. And then, of course, they're allied with this guy here. Another 1,300 men. However, we really should... Is there any way we could gain an alliance? I think all of my sons here are married, so we can't marry them off for alliances, unfortunately. And there's no way we could pay for an alliance or anything like this either. And I don't think we have any alliances we can propose. So maybe it's just a gamble we have to take. Will Hungary... I think Hungary would join the war. How much prestige does the King of Sweden have? He only has 30 prestige. Really? Minus 300. I think the AI can also go into the minuses. I think we do it though. What kind of wars can we declare against the king here? We can't subjugate him because we've used that. We can't invade kingdom because we're not exalted among men. Although we are getting closer to that. And we could conquer a duchy. This guy has a claim on the High Chieftain of Moray, which would take most of the lands. And then this guy. Yeah, we wouldn't push his claims. I think we would push this guy's claims here. He is an Irish Insularist Gaelic. I would want him to convert, though. We do have 3 allies. Oh, we could call our husband to the war. He's not in any wars either. So if Hungary joined the war, I'm sure my husband could also join. Let's actually do this. I'm going to push his claim for the High Chieftain of Moray. That would gain us a very nice portion of land here. And it would help weaken the Swedish, their control in Britannia. So let's go ahead and declare the war. We're currently in February, so that's okay. And there we go. We have declared war on King Helgi. Of course, my character is ambitious, and we're definitely showing that ambition. There we go. Let's go ahead and call some house members to war. Surrey will join us, so I will invite them. England will not. Kent will not either. And then let's go ahead and invite my husband to the war. That's going to cost 75 prestige. There we go. Greetings, High Queen Scafak of Ireland. Of course I should join you in this war. Our foes shall learn to fear the men of Kirk. There we go. We could also invite this ally. No, we can't. He won't accept. And these guys can't join either. There we go. Things are looking good here. Sweden have already raised their men. Let's go ahead and raise all of our armies here. And we're going to have to march towards the Swedish. Greetings, High Queen Scafak of Ireland. Of course, I should join you in this war. Our foes shall learn to fear the men of Surrey. Excellent there. Both of our allies joining the war, and look at our armies. They are impressive. Enemy ally does join the war, so it does seem like Hungary will be joining with their 15,000 men. If we take a look at the numbers, we currently have 22,000 versus 26,000. However, numbers isn't everything. I think we can win this. In fact, let's go ahead and start sieging this part of Sweden before we make our way north to deal with the greater threat, or the greater target. Giudita, the daughter of Count Walfredo of Cuneo, has given birth to a son. Since the little one is a part of my dynasty, he should be blessed with a good name. So my son, master of the horse here, has had a son of his own. Let's go ahead and call him Peter. May you grow strong and wise, Peter. Welcome to the world and to the Kingdom of Ireland. You were born in a time of war. Hopefully, that's not a sign of bad things to come for yourself. Now, I should probably wait before I go north with this army. So let's go ahead and send them to help with the sieging down here. That should be very good for us. In fact, these sieges should be good. What's happened here? Irish war for Mormer Fergus's claim on the High Chieftain of Moray. The Irish war has ended. Mormer Fergus has died, and thus his claim can no longer be used by you. Oh no. So be it. I guess that's time to disband our armies. And sadly, yeah, the war is over. Do we have a truce with Sweden now as well? We don't have a truce with them, so we could still go to war with them. Let's see, if I declare war against King Helgi, what's his health like, by the way? Fine. Oh, that's a shame. We do have these claims. Could we conquer the Duchy of Moray? We could conquer the Duchy of Moray. Maybe we should have gone for that in the first place. Okay, we're going to re-declare the war against Sweden. Let's go ahead and declare this once again. And we are going to call our house members of Surrey to the war. Of course, these guys won't join us, unfortunately. And I'm going to recall my husband to the war as well. And there we go. He does decide to join us there. Right. Time for attempt number 2. It's a few months later. We're currently in April. And we're going to try and attack and take these lands once again. Let's raise all of the armies again. This might take a little bit longer just because we just disbanded them. Greetings, High Queen Scafak of Ireland. Of course, I should join you in this war. Our foes shall learn to fear the men of Surrey. Excellent. There we go. Thomond is under siege. And it does seem like Bohemia and Hungary have joined the war as well. Thomond is under siege. They never disbanded their armies. Oh no. We need to go over here and defend this. ASAP, really. Okay, we seem to have completely misjudged this situation. We won't... Oh, we're going to have to pay some embarkment cost. And there's also a faction that has been created against us. Oh dear. Things are beginning to slowly fall apart. Okay, we're not under siege anymore. So what we might do now is go back to our original plan. Let's go ahead. You guys go here. And you guys, if you go ahead and siege this, we should be fine. Because we're currently safe over here. It looks like the Swedish armies are sailing back towards their lands to go on a defensive mission. Right, let's go ahead with attempt number 2. We're in July, so it's the middle of summer. A good day for a siege or 3. And time for round 2 of the war with Sweden. That was quite funny there. And we have now lost the mercenary company as well. We don't really have the gold to recruit another either to replace them. So we won our first siege there, gaining 20 gold. That's nice. Let's go ahead and move this army over here to assist. And then the second army, if you guys go down there, that's all good as well. In fact, they haven't really split, have they? You guys go there to help with that siege. There we go. And I just realised there's no commander here. My court jester, here, feel free to command an army. My high almoner, you can command an army as well. There we go. And we are also leading an army too. There we go. The Queen of Ireland getting stuck in. You do like to see that. A woman of true grit and a doer here. Rather than an observer. We do manage to win another siege. We gain 21 gold. We also capture a prisoner. He's only 13. He's not a vassal or anything. So what I might do here is negotiate release but demand conversion. There we go. Good stuff happening there. And with these 3 armies, I think we're going to start marching up towards these lands to go ahead and fight the Swedish. Let's see. We need to siege all of these. Really, let's go ahead and start with this one. Our allies are also here, or at least some of them are also here. So that would be helping us as well. To the cloistered High Queen Scafak, I have no choice but to accept your conditions for my release. There we go. We haven't swayed our vassals, sadly, either. However, we will have another attempt at that, so that's all fine and dandy there. Now, it looks like we're about to complete this siege, and we did manage to capture a valuable hostage as well. How much gold do we get? 19 gold. Let's go ahead and take a look at the prisoner screen. Oh, I thought we captured some more. He is in the dungeon. He's a part of my dynasty. Okay. I will actually go ahead and release you. Demand conversion. There we go. Slowly, everyone is transferring to Orthodoxy. And then Insular Norse. If I will release you, but as long as you convert as well. We don't mind the Norse people now, because of course we do have some Norse in our family as well. We could have ransomed her. However, I think spreading Orthodoxy is also a good mission to have. Let's go ahead towards these lands, because they're currently under siege. We need to defend them. To the brash High Queen Skavak, I have no choice but to accept your conditions for my release. Farewell, thank you very much for that. Helping us spread the true religion in the lands. And fascination discovered. A culture. Your culture has discovered the fascination banners. A new fascination can be selected. So we go down here. So it unlocks the March feudal contract and levy reinforcement rate plus 15%. Based on the authority to command men in battle, the ban gives our rulers the power to compel free men to fight for them, forming a legal basis for the mustering of large armies. Okay, now what we should also do, let's go ahead and research the onagers, because we are being exposed to this innovation, so that's going to take 23 years. Now, interestingly, this does now mean we can also adopt feudal ways if we wish. And that does sound like something I'd like. However, first, I think that's all we have time for today. I just realized we've gone past 30 minutes recording, and look at all of these men. Oh dear, can we really win against this? Well, find out in the next episode. Sadly, that's all I have time for today. It's been a very chaotic episode, and I think the next one is going to be even more chaotic, looking at all of these soldiers here. This is definitely going to be a big moment in the history of the Kingdom of Ireland, or potentially the Empire of Ireland. We'll have to see. But that's it for today. I will be back on Sunday with the next episode. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.